Oh my god, I've been working here for 4 months and I keep coughing. I must go see a doctor.
Yes, what's your problem?
I started work 4 months ago and I'm having breathing difficulties.
See?
Okay, let's see what's wrong. Now I want you to breathe in and breathe out slowly. As you inhale, the external intercostal muscles contract while the internal intercostal muscles relax. The diaphragm, which separates the chest from the abdomen, plays a lead role. The diaphragm moves downwards towards the abdomen and the muscles pull the ribs upwards and outwards. This increases the size of the thoracic cavity and decreases the pressure inside because of the expansion of the lungs. As a result, air rushes in to fill up the lungs because air moves from higher pressure to lower pressure.
As you exhale, the internal intercostal muscles contract while the external intercostal muscles relax. The diaphragm relaxes and arches upwards. This causes the ribs to move downwards and inwards. The size of the thoracic cavity thus decreases and increases the pressure within it. As a result, the lungs contract and air is forced out. Okay, seems like you've got quite a serious problem.
What?
Why?
Okay, when you breathe through your nose, most irritant particles are filtered off by hairs in your nose or trapped in mucus by cilia, which then can be expelled by coughing. Anyway, cilia are tiny hairs that protect the nasal passageways and other parts of the respiratory tract, filtering out dust and other particles that enter the nose.
As air is inhaled, the cilia move back and forth, pushing any foreign matter like dust either towards the nostril where it's blown out or towards the pharynx where it travels toward the digestive system and out with the rest of the body waste. However, for workers in industries that involve flour grinding or stone breaking like you, so much dust is produced that their defense mechanism cannot fully cope.
So chim, so means what? Basically, you have to take good care of your health. Do you know that long exposure to these particles can cause illnesses like lung infections, asthma, lung cancer and heart disease?
Here, this is a pamphlet about a talk on irritant particles. You can learn more about them and how to prevent them. And remember to get your medicine outside. Okay.
The lungs are organs that are part of the respiratory system. They allow your body to take in oxygen from the air. They also help remove carbon dioxide from the body. The entire respiratory system works together to breathe air in and out of the lungs. This includes the nose, mouth, larynx, trachea, and the bronchial tubes within the lungs. Air enters the lungs when we breathe in because the lungs expand. The lungs expand when nearby muscles contract to make the chest cavity larger. These muscles include the dome-shaped muscle called the diaphragm and the muscles of the rib cage. As the muscles contract and the lungs expand, air is sucked through the nose and mouth. This is known as inhalation. Your nose filters, wets, and warms the air before it passes through the larynx, trachea, and the bronchial tubes within the lungs. At the same time, the heart pumps blood, rich in carbon dioxide and low in oxygen, to the lungs through the pulmonary arteries. The pulmonary arteries end in a mesh of tiny blood vessels called capillaries. This mesh surrounds the round air sacs called alveoli. The alveoli are like bunches of grapes at the end of the bronchial tubes. When you inhale, air flows down the bronchial tubes and into the alveoli. This inhaled air is oxygen-rich. Gas exchange occurs between the air in the alveoli and the red blood cells located in the blood in the capillaries. During gas exchange, oxygen from the air in the alveoli passes into the red blood cells in the capillaries. The blood becomes oxygen-rich. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste product carried in the blood and red blood cells, moves into the alveoli. The air, rich in carbon dioxide, flows out of the alveoli and bronchial tubes toward the nose and mouth. This is known as exhalation. Meanwhile, the oxygen-rich blood flows back to the heart through the pulmonary veins. The heart then pumps the blood to the rest of the body. Exhalation occurs when your diaphragm and rib cage muscles relax to make the chest cavity smaller. Air rich in carbon dioxide is forced out of the lungs and through the nose and mouth. The lungs are now prepared for another breathing cycle.